Luke Osborne now from the near side sends a pass cross ice quickly, tipped to Montgomery. Montgomery drives to the net. He scores! Blake Montgomery with another one for the Badgers. Lightning speed to get to the net, and he finishes over Vachon. 3-1 Wisconsin. Ball now Morrissey closing down toward the goal line. Finley scores his second of the game. It comes on the power play, and Wisconsin is up 2-0. Dane Ramirez lined up to take a one-timer off the draw, and he does. Shot, score! Ramirez! His second of the year, and the Toros have a 2-0 lead. The captain, Caroline Harvey, racing around defenders. Harvey all alone in the main zone, in the slot, shot, score! Caroline Harvey lights the lamp for the Badgers. The Badgers break through with 11:29 to go in the first. They lead 1-0. Up top for Edwards. Now it's Potter. Shot, score! It got through traffic. That puck had eyes of its own, and Wisconsin is up 3-0. It's Venucio sweeping it in around the boards now to the far side. Hall takes over for Wisconsin. Hall centers, Sims, shot, score! Kirsten Sims gives Wisconsin a 2-0 lead. Murphy to Enright. Enright gains the blue line and sweeps it in around the boards. Puck comes up on the far side. Carlson pokes it out toward neutral, and it's quickly sent deep toward the Wisconsin end.
After the thriller yesterday, it's easy to see that it's a bit physical already in this game.
It was a very physical game yesterday. A lot of power play opportunities for both sides. Minnesota Duluth ended up going 0 for 4 on the power play. Wisconsin was 2 for 8, but I think the story really was the fact that Duluth only had 2 shots on their power play chances. Here's Lacey Eden trying to drive to the net. Nat Oakdog had positioning, picked up by Lainey Potter. Potter wrapping around to the far side. Potter spins, centers, shot, tipped over the net. Good look there for Kirsten Sims, who had a goal and an assist in yesterday's game.
You mentioned the Bulldogs only putting up 2 shots in power play yesterday. That's to the Badgers' 26 shots that they got in about 11 minutes of power play yesterday.
Sedura firing one around. The boards got tapped by McNaughton. Shot from a tough angle, hits off the side of the cage. Puck still pinballing behind the net. As Wisconsin gets there, it's Mackenzie Jones. Jones playing it forward to Lacey Eden. Eden across Caroline Harvey, gains the blue line. Harvey trying to move out to the slot, but the Badgers were called offsides on the play, which causes the stoppage with 17:07 to go in the first period as they'll drop the puck in the neutral ice. You take a look at the starting lines there for the Bulldogs, and their top 2 lines have been tremendous. The Bulldogs have 20 goals throughout their first 5 games of the season. That top line of St. Martin, Kramer, and Bergen has accounted for 8, and their second line, O'Brien, Johansson, and Mayer, have a combined 7 goals, so 15 of their 20 from those top 2 lines.
Yeah, we saw in yesterday's game, it went along with their normal theme where the Bulldogs tend to have all different goal scorers within their games.
Gorbatenko up the center of the ice across the blue line, whiffed on a shot. Caroline Harvey unable to keep it within the zone. Pushed ahead by Caitlin Kramer, but getting there first for the Badgers is Vivian Jungles. Jungles leaves it off the end wall for Cassie Hall. Hall with the game-winning goal yesterday. She's got 8 points this season, trying to find Maggie Scannell. Scannell poking away at the puck with Messier, kept in by Cassie Hall at the point. Backhanded around the boards, looking for Gorbatenko. Getting in positioning, though, is Ida Carlson for the Bulldogs, as both Carlson and Gorbatenko hit the deck. Carried up the ice by Caitlin Kramer. Kramer in on the right side. One-timer whiffed on. Follow-up try. Tipped out in front by Mary-Kate O'Brien, but she couldn't redirect it on net. Now it's McCarthy in the neutral ice. McCarthy into the Bulldog zone. McCarthy spins on the half wall and shovels it down into the corner. Peakenhagen crashing in on the puck. Couldn't get there as it's sent up the ice by Cole. Cole finds Zoe Kroc. Kroc quickly gives to Mayer. Mayer had it poked away by Ava Murphy, as Murphy will pick it up beyond the goal line. Murphy now working up the far side in the Badger zone out to the neutral ice. Murphy drops it up top. Badgers called offsides once again, the second time now in just the first 4 minutes and 24 seconds of action here at LeBon Arena, and neither side has a shot on goal in this game. Shots on goal heavily favored the Badgers yesterday as they really controlled every aspect of the game. Wisconsin outshot Minnesota Duluth 49-17, outshooting them 15-5 in the first, 12-4 in the second, 22-8 in the third. And frankly, Minnesota Duluth just was able to catch Wisconsin off guard a couple of times, once in the first, twice in the third, and that's the only reason that they were able to take a lead late into the third period. The Badgers had outplayed them all the way yesterday. Kramer looking ahead for Casabud in neutral, as Casabud will fire that one around the board. Puck springs up for Danielle Bergen. Bergen unable to keep control for the Bulldogs, taken away by Shapovalov. Hits the deck on her feet. Shapovalov trying to drive to the far post. She'll draw a penalty. Delayed penalty, and now the whistle blows. The Badgers will go to the power play for the first time this game with 15 to go in the first. And they're going to be taking Kate Casabud to the box. A hook is the call on Casabud. Great effort there from Shapovalov, trying to work to the net, and she draws the hook on Casabud. So her effort gives Wisconsin the man advantage early. Wisconsin 2 for 8 on the power play in yesterday's game. They had 26 shots on goal on the power play. Here's Sims, shot goes just high. It actually hit Shapovalov on the end wall. Now Sims at the top of the zone. Sims goes to the point for Caroline Harvey. Harvey shot tipped out in front. What a look. Lacey Eden with some great hand-eye coordination there, redirecting it, but Ev Gascon was still able to gobble it up. 26 shots yesterday as Wisconsin was on the power play for 10 minutes and 31 seconds. Both of their power play goals over the last 20 seconds, tying the game and winning the game for the Badgers. Bulldogs win it off the draw. Sims can't get to there to keep it within the zone. That's going to kill some precious seconds off this power play for Wisconsin. $1:30 remaining on the power play as Harvey leaves for Potter up top. Potter across for Kirsten Sims, skates in, shot, rebounds, still loose out in front, and it's covered by Gascon. Lacey Eden found the rebound, tried to backhand the shot in, but she whiffed on the backhand, and that allowed Gascon to regain her whereabouts.
I think something important you mentioned, the Bulldogs winning that face-off. Yesterday, face-offs, the Badgers won 37 of 59.
And Wisconsin did a great job after they won the face-off of retaining possession in their offensive zone. Once again, the Bulldogs win the face-off here, and great pressure down the ice. Skating hard there for the Bulldogs was Mayer, and she forced Ava McNaughton to fall on the puck. So all of a sudden, despite the fact that the Badgers are on the power play, they've got a face-off in their defensive zone. 14-12 remaining in the period, 1:12 remaining on the power play for Wisconsin. Another face-off win for the Bulldogs. It's played around the boards for Mayer. Mayer picks it up on the half wall as Wisconsin finally is able to take it away. Still though, good time killed for the Bulldogs. Harvey down to the half wall. Harvey shot, scores! Caroline Harvey gives the Badgers an early 1-0 lead. Harvey, it looked like she was wrapping around behind the net. At the very last second, she took the shot from just inside the goal line and got it up and over the shoulder of Ev Gascon. Harvey now with goals in both games this series, her third goal of the season.